Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gunslinger Trials, a new DLC from Defiance. What we have here is a new character who is equipped with some of our new outfits, our more Old West style outfits. Like here, he's got a six-shooter with him. He's got the Old Faithful hat, which he's clearly stolen from John Cooper, our local lawkeeper, and some fancy digs. We've got a lot of new outfits available inside of this expansion, and I'm looking forward to showing it to you. Here in front of us, we've got one of our newest missions, Tracking Treachery, which has you working for Uvan Johar, who you might remember from our promotional videos for Bombach Industries. He's going to send you on a series of missions. This one, you have been tracking shipments that have been stolen or misdirected by dark matter, and now we're going to get to the bottom with what it is that they are after. Amongst a lot of our new features inside of this DLC, so we've got a bunch of story missions that are going to be coming out. There are approximately 10 of them. There are 3 full new mission lines that bring you into our 9 new Gunslinger arenas. They are special co-op arenas with our new scoring mechanics in place. I'm going to be meeting up with some other Arc Hunters when I get to the end here, and we're going to be running these missions together because our expansion of scoring inside of our new co-op arenas have spilled over into the rest of the world, allowing you to get dynamically generated special loot and amounts of loot from performing well during combat events inside of the whole of the game world. So now conflict sites, arc falls, incursions, all of these things are essentially graded on. So what's interesting about the new scoring mechanics is that they highly recommend team play. So there are special scoring events that can only be gotten if you are playing with other players, and there are a lot of them that happen much more frequently when other players are around anyway. So when we get up here, we're about to quadruple our firepower if everyone is around.
I just narrowed down the channel.
So here we've got a new cutscene coming in. This is some explanatory text from our favorite friend, the Ego. But after that, it's going to send us on our way for a whiz-bang gun-fighting time. That outfit has seen better days.
Here are the coordinates for the next shipment, Captain Zor.
We have to intercept that shipment.
Okay.
I have the location.
We're getting it through the video capture.
Okay. So here I'm going to find a couple of my buddies who are also in their fantastic outfits, and I'm going to invite them. Doc Holliday here, PhD. And also Virgil, who apparently has recently come from writing the Aeneid, maybe.
I really pulled this team together.
So new mission lines are actually a big, exciting feature for us to be finally adding, because we are now diving sort of deep and head first into the lore of the Defiance universe. We have a lot of explanation of some things that we've hinted at, both in television series and inside of the game, like the Biodine Project, and what precisely was Mayul and Aaron Niden's involvement in it, and what does it actually do is explained during the course of this series of events. We have explanations of some of Project Tranquility, which we continue to put together sort of one piece at a time. I hope that my friends are coming along to help with this, because I will totally lose to the bad guys here. So inside of this segment, we're fighting a set of dark matter troops that we've been tracking for a little while. Apparently some raiders have come in to attack us because they are also seeking the same supplies that we are after. One of the nice things about the Defiance universe is that basically all of the humanoids are after the same things. Arc-Tech is just so universally valuable that we have a lot of interesting and exciting sort of combat possibilities simply by having everybody be chasing the same stuff. So, I've worked on Westerns before. I'm a big fan of the 6-shooter, and so it's really nice to actually have a proper one finally back in the game. They're super hard to use compared to a more modern weapon, but they have a higher crit chance and are actually super effective at popping enemies' heads like a teenager's zit. So it's super nice. One more guy left to go, and then we'll be able to move on to shiny, fancy new things.
The shipment is compromised. It's Ark Hunters again. We must have a leak.
Very well. Thank you, soldier. You know what to do. Your sacrifice will not be forgotten.
Understood, Captain.
They're arming explosives within the shipment. Get clear.
More things.
Ah, that poor, strangely loyal dark matter soldier.
Our agents
It's
have
shame,
found
really.
increased dark matter activity
Certain he
in the
had
observatory.
family and friends.
That will be your mission.
It's nice to be able to show that dark matter actually does make plans and contingencies for when they should lose, since they do an awful lot of it. But we are going to be going back to the overpass to show you our fun new scoring systems and some of the new arenas that are available. Since these don't have the same framing as the Thornliro arenas, where enemies were pulled together for sort of a impromptu fight club by a group of baddies, we are instead having a essentially special missions that send you off to remote locations that allow us to show off more of our unique locations that don't have to fit within the main world, so we're able to have them be more geographically complex than we can actually fit inside of our usual areas. So we are going to be going to a dark matter munitions depot where we're hopefully going to just totally shut down their capacity to ship these deadly new weapons out.
They're ready for us. We'll show them how it's done. Looks as though they're under heavy guard. These can't be normal supplies. Let's go see what they have.
That Arctech ordnance has taken major leaps since I left the collective. Take some samples from each supply and destroy the rest. Dark matter will have to seek an alternate vendor.
Now that's a heavy weapon.
So one of the things you're going to notice right now is that you're seeing opportunist, teamwork, and nano effect kill popping up on our scoring to the right here. What's interesting is that we've filled the game world with scripted events that the enemies can do, like interrupt means that you've actually knocked one of them back. Teamwork is any time two players actually concentrate fire on a single opponent. And a opportunist is when an enemy is debilitated by some effect and you actually shoot them while they are weakened. So these guys over here, for example, I'm going to throw a bio grenade onto, and each shot I put into them is going to get me extra opportunist bonus points. This actually gets us a bunch of points if we coordinate, and actually means that we can get 3-4 times as many points as long as we're all working together. But if we split up, not so much. This gives us an excellent opportunity to have people use a lot more of their team play abilities and strategies that weren't really available from the start of the game because it was impossible to encourage that kind of behavior. So now that we can, we've got a lot of exciting possibilities for us as far as encounter design and enemies, and even just, as a friend of mine would sometimes say, co-opetition. A competitiveness while at the same time working towards the same goals. The weapon I'm using is actually a new weapon right now. You'll notice that I've just employed 2 different powers at the same time. I had an overcharge and then a blur ability. This gun, when you reload it fully, actually has a chance of giving you your blur powers. This is a weapon developed by Azumi Yoshida, who is the daughter of Yoshida Hiro, who appeared inside of 7th Legion. And she is the acting CEO of Von Bach Industries, now that Von Bach has been declared missing, presumed dead, which is where a lot of this storyline comes from, is essentially each of the characters which introduce you to these new Gunslinger missions are members of the Von Bach senior staff who are attempting to sort of pick up the pieces in the wake of his disappearance. So what's interesting about these arenas is that it actually gave us an opportunity to show off more complicated geography, but also, since we weren't constrained by the artificial structure that was put in place by Thorn Laro missions, we're able to have complicated mission objectives. This one's relatively simple. It's go and destroy the things, but we have other ones which include chasing down some arc falls, which actually slammed down inside of what we call Burke Academy, but what was previously known as Berkeley, because this is in San Francisco, and we don't want people to forget that. It's exciting. We've got one more objective to take out. You'll notice that I just got assist credit from fighting these guys, which means that I got partial credit for a kill that I shared with another teammate, and that assist quality scales by how much damage I did compared to them. Looks like we have one last supply crate to take out, and we're not going to be sweeping up the last of the enemies. We'll just leave them to their own devices. Oh, out of grenades, but I'm not out of super bullets. Notice that we just racked up opportunistic teamwork skills during that entire sequence there, because we are doing so much damage to enemies that we are sharing targets with. And I've earned a hogleg gun, which is a special new gun designed by, I think that is one of the Razar Zandager ones, who is our new Erathiant character. Well, that just about covers it for the features of Gunslinger. We're very excited that it's going to be coming out shortly with a lot of new and interesting information. We have some new story data recorders that are available right now with a lot of new and interesting and sometimes horrible characters. So I hope you've enjoyed this look, and I look forward to releasing it shortly when people can all enjoy it.